Welcome back everyone to a brand new video. As you can see in today's video, we're actually going to be going over the Terminal Dark Ops calling card. This is completing the Terminus Easter Egg after round 50. It's a fairly long video, so I want to go ahead and start getting into it right away. So to begin with, you're going to want to go ahead and boot up Terminus. Start by turning on all three of the amp generators. The first one's going to be found in the starting room. Second one's going to be found in the jug room. You'll find your third one in the biolab area. After turning that one on and completing it, you'll have access to Pack-a-Punch. Go ahead and turn on the Pack-a-Punch. You'll then be able to lift the raise up. After that, equip the dead wire ammo mod, make your way back to the Pack-a-Punch area and raise the lift. From there, you'll simply go ahead and look directly as I'm looking here. You'll go ahead and just shoot that box there. Quickly turn to your right. You'll go ahead and shoot the next box to that there. And then right after that, another right, shoot that box there. Now after that, you'll only need to go ahead and shoot two more. After that, make your way towards the living quarters. This is where you'll find your next one on top of the pool area where the pool table is. Shoot the one there that I show there. Make your way back out. In front of these two doors, you'll find the one to the right of that. You'll find a zombie here trapped under the cabinets. Killing it will give you the EMF fob. You'll need to go ahead and make your way towards the C tower. With this, we'll go ahead and interact with a briefcase that's sitting on a table here. After interacting with it, vermin will spawn, so be aware of that. Simply clear them out so it's not too troublesome for the next steps. Make your way back to the research office and interact with the computer that's sitting there. You'll notice that the injector is inserted into the computer. Now, you could either go ahead and do these steps, or you could just bribe Peck to giving you the code. That will cost you 5,000. Simply put in a code, a random code. You'll need to go ahead and interact with these three computers in order to get the code to begin with. You'll find your first one in front of the quick revive room. Simply go ahead and interact with it. The next one's going to be to the left of that one, not too far. Same thing, go ahead and interact with it. The next one's going to be under the C tower. You'll go ahead and make your way as I'm going here, interact with his computer here. You can then go back to where Peck is and go ahead and buy the code off of him, as I'll show here. Now, once you have the code, you can actually go ahead and input that code back into the computer. Your next step is to progress one round and one round only. After progressing that one round, you'll go ahead and be able to pick up the multiphasic injector. This will give you a location. This location is going to be your first of three. Now, after making your way towards the island, you'll go ahead and see a blue orb sitting on that island. Interact with it. It'll drop the multiphasic injector into it. This orb will shoot a lightning bolt onto a random zombie that's on the island. Simply eliminate that zombie. It'll drop a lightning charge. After picking that lightning charge up, you'll go ahead and interact with the orb once more. That will go ahead and deposit one energy charge, is what I want to go ahead and call it. You'll need to go ahead and do this a total of 2 times. So we already did it once. All we need to do is do it one more time. Now, after you interact with it for the second time, it'll go ahead and go to a different area of the island. I don't know if these are different every single time, but the one I found next time was on Crab Island. I would recommend to have at least jug. It did get a little bit hectic when I was doing this second part of the step, as it isn't as spacious as the other island. There is a lot of areas that the zombies can come in from. You'll notice there's about 4 areas that the zombies can spawn in through, so that's why I said I would recommend to at least have jug. So after you go ahead and insert your 2 charges, you'll make your way toward the last island. The last island is on this area here. After the same thing, you'll go ahead and put in 2 charges. This will go ahead and give you the last and final piece that you'll need to build the beam smasher, which is the ammunition item. Make your way back to the research office. You'll finally be able to go ahead and craft the beam smasher. Now, after you craft the beam smasher, you'll need to go ahead and look at the tentacle traps. There's a total of, I believe, 4 of them. I did lose where one of them is. There's one in the Juggernaut room here. You'll need to look for one that does have blood leaking out of it. For example, mine was in the PhD tunnels. Simply go ahead and purchase the trap and shoot it with the beam smasher. It'll drop you a hard drive. And I forgot to mention that the next one that it could be at is in the spawn room next to Peck's office. So you'll go ahead and deliver the hard drive that the tentacles did drop into Peck's office little deposit box. After that, you'll go ahead and come down here to the biolab area. So after you go ahead and deliver the hard drive to Peck, at the little delivery box, you'll go ahead and be able to come down here in the biolab and interact with this canister. This will give you a bit of dialogue. Now all we need to do is go ahead and get the actual code to unlock the canister. Basically, you'll need to go ahead and get, it's a 3-digit code, and I'll go ahead and show you where the first code is, or the first number is going to be. It's going to be in the quick revive room. You'll go ahead and look at this clock here. You're looking for the shorthand. For example, my shorthand was on 2. It's going to be different for everybody. As far as I know, it's never the same for, it's never the same multiple times. At least that's what I think. Next, you'll go ahead and make your way towards the mess hall. This is where you're going to find your second code. You'll go ahead and look on this pin board, and you'll look for the card that's posted up on the pin board. For example, mine was a 4 of hearts. So my code as of right now is 2 and 4. Next, you'll go ahead and make your way towards the engineering room. It's simply just straight ahead from the jug. Your next code or your next number is going to be on this board there, which was 6. So my total code is going to be 246. After doing that, you'll go ahead and need to wait for this dialogue here. After that, you can go ahead and actually turn the valve. This will go ahead and initiate a mini boss fight. It's not too hard to actually do. It's basically just kind of like a beefed up amalgam, so it's not too hard to actually get rid of. Plus, you have the Mustang and Sally, so this boss fight was fairly quick and didn't take too much time to actually complete. It was really easy, so I assure you guys shouldn't have any trouble actually doing this. You'll notice the amalgam will spawn. Like I said, it's pretty much just a beefed up amalgam. Once you get rid of it, you'll go ahead and notice that it'll drop a key card after that somewhere in the biolab area. All you need to do is actually just go ahead and look for it. But like I said, it is glowing, so it's easy to see. Make your way towards the communications room. You'll go ahead and interact with this computer here. After interacting with it, go ahead and purchase a bow and then make your way towards the ship. Under the ship, you'll notice a ladder here. Go ahead and get rid of these parasites here. Make your way towards the ladder. You'll notice that the little latch will open. This will put you in a small sort of little cabin. Next, you'll notice that these canisters here are what you're going to need to go ahead and get for the next step. Picking these canisters up will put you in a sort of little time trial survival room. It lasts about a minute, I want to say. It's not too hard to do. You will be rewarded with a max ammo in the end, fortunately. So once you grab this canister, go ahead and make your way towards different areas of the island where you'll notice that it'll be missing a canister. You'll need to go ahead and input these canisters into the thing to go ahead and repair the tubing on the island. Now, after you complete the second one, there is only a total of 2. Make your way back to Peck's office. In the starting room, you'll go ahead and get the hacking device. Go ahead and get on a boat once more. There will be a total of 3 sea buoys that you need to go ahead and do. These have antennas, so they're fairly easy to see. They will be flashing lights. Once you get to a close one, parasites will spawn. I would recommend getting off the boat and interacting with it. This will pull out the computer just so the parasites don't actually hit the boat, because once you're on here, you are timed. So you will have about 2 minutes to do this. This should be more than enough time to go ahead and do this. I'm not 100% sure if all the buoys are the same for every time you do the Easter egg, but if they are, you can go ahead and follow this way. Now, after getting your final and third one, this will be the last one that you'll need to go ahead and actually hack. Make your way back to the biolab area. Again, you will be timed. You'll have 5 minutes to go ahead and actually defuse 3 total bombs. I would recommend to have Aether Shroud, at least 2 charges, because the 2 charges is more than enough time to go ahead and actually defuse the bomb. You'll notice here I'm defusing the bomb. I do get fairly close to actually almost dying. Fortunately, I did have both my Aether charges to give me that mini god mode to be able to get out of that situation. But once you go ahead and do the first charge, if you are coming from the speed cola room, simply go down the stairs as I did there. That's where you'll find your first bomb that you need to defuse. Your next one's going to be straight ahead from where you defuse the first one. I would also recommend to have at least decoys or at least monkey bombs. Those do help. The monkey bombs, I did use them in the very end. Monkey bombs will basically give you just the right amount of time to go ahead and defuse it without worrying about any zombies swiping you. So I would recommend to at least craft one monkey bomb. Like I said, I show it here. I craft 1 monkey bomb. I throw it. Gives me more than enough time to go ahead and actually defuse the final last one. So once you defuse the final last one, that is pretty much it. The Easter egg is complete. All you need to do here is go ahead and go up to round 51. Like I said, 51, not 50. If you do this on 50, it will not count. The round does need to be 51. So basically, the method that I did was I went to the gun platform area and used the beam smasher to go ahead and give me that boost. Because if you didn't know, the sort of mind controlling ray option that you have from the beam smasher will enhance your damage. So it is very, very useful to actually go ahead and use this for late rounds. To begin with, during rounds up until 30, the Mustang and Sallies were very useful, but like I said, you did see that damage drop off. It was taking a lot more bullets to kill him. Using the little beam ray from the Beam Smasher, it did enhance the damage that the Mustang and Sallies did, so it was very easy to actually get to round 50. So once you're on round 50, I would recommend to go ahead and do everything you need to do. I would highly recommend to actually build a chopper gunner in case you get in a situation where you might not be able to pop an Aether Shroud, or you might not have the Aether Shroud charged up. I would also recommend to use that in the very end in case you don't use it in the beginning of the boss fight. So here we get to round 51. I wouldn't recommend to simply do it as soon as it hits round 51. I would recommend waiting to, once you see round 51 pop up, and then you notice a zombie spawning around you, so the game registers that round 51 did start and zombies will start spawning on the next round. So as you noticed, round 51 started. I went ahead and went into the boss fight after that. Now I don't have any tips to actually give for the boss fight other than just don't stay in the very middle. I know there is a actual attack that the Patient 13 can use on you that will one tap you, and will also, I believe there might be a total of 2 of them actually. The one which is the Lightning Strike, I believe that one can one tap you, but it won't fully kill you. Although the one where it does grab you with tentacles, as far as I know, that one can one tap you and you will not get revived even if you have a quick revive or even a self res. So I would highly recommend to just not be in the middle, and I also wouldn't recommend to run around it. I would only recommend running around it in case you need to, just because this delays the boss fight, you know, a couple seconds, and you want to go ahead and get this over with as quick as possible. So I will show it later what the lightning attack is. Like I said, I would just recommend to not be in the middle, and it's the easiest way to avoid that one attack that you essentially can't get out of, and it will complete, you know, get rid of your whole run. I decided to use the chopper gunner once I kind of felt like I just wanted to get this fight over with. I didn't really need to use it, but like I said, I just wanted to use it just to use it. I would recommend, if you do want to go ahead and use it, to use it at about half of more health than when I did, because I got rid of that health in about half of the chopper gunner's fuel. So you could definitely go a little bit more if you wanted to go ahead and use the chopper gunner in the very end. So like I said, if you want to go ahead and use that chopper gunner, use it a little bit more than about the health that I did, because it will get rid of it way sooner than I needed to use a chopper gunner. So pretty much that's it. You'll go ahead and complete the Terminus round 5150 Easter Egg Dark Ops challenge. I'll go ahead and let this cutscene play out in case some of you guys have not watched it, and I'll come back once it's over.
Alchemy. Don't ask me to believe such horseshit. I am a man of science.
As is Director Richtofen, Dr. Strauss. The artifact is believed to be somewhere in the Principality of Avalon. He hired a criminal organization, the French Syndicate, to find it. They are interrogating a man called Gabriel Kraft. Your former associate, Sergei Ravenov, now employed by the Syndicate, abducted him on the orders of his boss, Franco.
I'm in.
Enjoy your revenge, young lady. I'm not chasing after an old wives' tale.
Oscar, we've all seen things that seemed impossible. And Richtofen is no fool. If he and Sam believe that this artifact can actually bring her back, we have to try. We can't give up on her. She never gave up on us.
She's right. Let's see for ourselves if this Sentinel thing is the real deal.
Agreed. But I still want to know where that bastard Richtofen is hiding.
Unknown. He may be en route to Avalon to collect the artifact.
Then let's find it before he does.
Heads up, people. Helo's ready. But the storm's getting worse. We gotta go, now!
So after that, you'll go ahead and actually get the continue playing cutscene or loading screen. Simply press exit, that will go ahead and allow you to actually go ahead and quit the game and get your calling card. I don't know 100% if you still get the calling card if you press continue. You might. I didn't want to go ahead and risk it, so I just exited. But overall, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's definitely one of the more difficult calling cards, but like, it wasn't too hard to do. I'm sure, you know, as long as you have the augments, the weapons that you might need to go ahead and do this, it's fairly simple. But overall, that's pretty much it for me. I will catch you guys in the next video when we do the next guide for the Dark Ops. See you all in the next video. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Peace.